All right. Well, howdy, Opus family. Happy Wednesday. My name's Kayla. If you haven't been here before, I am. Nice. I'm the client account consultant here at Opus Management, and every Wednesday, I come on and we have Water Cooler Wednesday. So, basically, we hang out, discuss some topics, kind of either whatever's been plaguing me this week or whatever you guys bring to the table and have questions about, we can discuss it. Everything from operations to social media, CRM, ERPs, so basically anything that helps you run your business. So at Opus Management, we are here and we really want to bring the enterprise pieces to the small business, make technology work for you so that you're able to grow your business and scale your business in the way that you dream, right? Sometimes it's hard for small businesses to have things that help them function day to day easier. Things can tend to be, a one-man or a one-woman show, and we want to help alleviate that. So that's what we're here for. You guys are welcome to leave comments or shoot messages over on any of our social media. You can find us at Opus Management on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, and then also on YouTube. We're available on all of those platforms. You can also find us on our website, and that's opusmanagement.us. If you're looking specifically for the social media side of it, you can go to opusmanagementdesign.com and find us there. Either of our websites will allow you to schedule time out and even discovery calls so that we can dig into what your pain points are and find out if we can actually help you. What services of ours would benefit you guys. So we'd love to see you guys over there. We'd love for you to follow us on any of our social media platforms. So today, if you didn't catch it, I just changed the topic. So we've been talking about people, but I think we're going to pivot. There's a lot of new people. So I wanted to kind of talk about SharePoint and some of the pieces that we've been utilizing and creating for some of our customers. So SharePoint is near and dear to my heart, as TJ and I both spend a whole lot of time on it and customizing it, creating workflows, creating automation in it to make life a little bit easier in some of the companies. So a lot of people have utilized SharePoint, and probably its most common feature is the centralization of information. So allowing companies to set up the ability to share files, to work on files together and collaborate on them in one location. It also helps to reduce the number of emails that are going around with the document, and then the versions too. So if we have an Excel document where we're tracking orders, or if you're tracking, you're gathering information from clients, or you're trying to write a policy, SharePoint will allow you to have that housed inside of SharePoint and allow each of your employees that has access to access it, update it without removing it, creating a copy, and then sending it. I'll be the first one to tell you, I will send the wrong copy on occasion prior to spell checks and things like that. I have done it on more than once, and it's just kind of this little thing. I get running too fast and don't see the second version that I created, and I will send the wrong one. So keep yourself from doing that with SharePoint. So just the centralization of documentation can really help reduce the amount of time you spend either searching for a file or just the email chains alone. We don't need 28 different documents saved to our computer that we're now sending to everybody. And what if you don't get everything from each person that's working on it? So centralizing those documents, allowing everybody to work on that is really probably a top highlight of SharePoint. At least in my opinion, we quite like that here at Opus and utilize it quite a bit. So that kind of flows into that improving the collaboration, right? So you're able to collaborate on those things. You're able to have discussion boards. You can have it integrated with your Microsoft Teams sites, right? So everything flows together. You're able to have everything at your fingertips, even if that's just on your phone, that you can open it up while you're out in the field working and submit. If you've got to do a job requisition, if you've got to do a PTO request, all of that can be housed and centralized inside of SharePoint. We've done this for a couple of companies, right? It lets the communication around calendars be open and be kept up to date. So I can have my calendar of what's going on in my department, and you can also then see, what's going on in the HR department. Then you can have, a PTO calendar so that people can see who's off when and where. Just some of those little things that allow you to make a better decision faster across the board. So think about it as so those first two, right? So we're thinking centralization of everything, collaboration. So that ability to be able to see what's going on. And you're able to then thirdly change your security up. So if I have files that are pertinent only to on clients that are pertinent only to the sales team or only to the accounting team, you can set permissions and groups in that, and that won't allow just anyone to look at those. So not just everybody gets things all willy-nilly. You can adjust those permissions. You can change your permissions groups, and you can have people restricted on what they can see, right? So not everybody's going to be able to see the whole company's PTO. Just your line managers through Microsoft that are set up through Microsoft are going to be able to see reviews or even documentation in your employee records on the HR side. Then your files alone, right? So like if I'm working on policies and it's part of the HR team and we're writing new policies, those aren't accessible when they're in their development stage for everyone across the company, right? It's only your HR team that can access those. It will restrict other departments and other managers within SharePoint from seeing those. So it does give you that, gives you a piece of I can't think of the word. Can't think of the word I wanted to use there, but that's okay. But it helps. It helps create security, and security links around that, and they can be changed on what access levels. You can even create files where you set the people that can access them, so you can do it down at a file level, not even just the what portal you're in and which tabs you have access to. You can actually set it on file specific. So you could open up the policy file and there may be 200 files in there if you're looking at it as a super user. But when you dig down into it, you really only have access to 2 of them. That's the only thing that you've been set up to have access to. So just the security pieces that allow it. And then finally is creating workflows. So automatic workflows that you can build, whether that's in onboarding or PTO approval or policy acknowledgement, safety submissions, where you can create create flows that will automatically set off different functions. So if you bring in a bunch of candidates, so in the HR side you've got a hiring module where you can bring in it'll port in candidates, you can interview and walk them through the process, and then when you onboard them there are automated flows that will kick in. So based on where you onboard them and which group they're in that you select, it will start the flows. It will prompt the new hire to fill out your if you have an application to fill out. And then you can fill out, your tax information, your direct deposit information. It will send them a link to your benefits site. It can send them, a link if you've got a portal for timekeeping. You can set that up where it'll send all this information automatically. And once it's completed, it can kick back an email to the hiring manager so the hiring manager knows that it's done. And you can do all of this through an email chain versus constantly having to go back and check in with the new partner and then check the website and check back and fill out all of the papers and then scan them in and then upload them and then wonder where they all went. So just looking at how we can really improve the workflow, and save some time within your team with SharePoint. We can, here at Opus, we can custom build. We can use your SharePoint straight out of the box. That will allow you to, that's got some reduced features, but we can help you around those. And we can talk about, some customizations that might be needed depending on what you want. So with the flexibility of that, it's something to think about, especially for small businesses. When you're starting to look at, depending on what field you're in, right, the safety piece around, being able to track what's going on within different divisions or different locations, the collaboration piece, especially when you're looking at HR, the improved and minimized process in hiring and staffing and just the employee engagement piece, right? Instead of having to worry about, did I update my new phone number or address? That all can be taken care of in SharePoint. So something for you guys to think about that I just wanted to touch on. We've touched on it once or twice this year, but it is July. We're halfway through the year. I hope you're not finding any struggles within your business and it's growing to the level that you want it. If it's not and you're finding that you're getting stuck, give us a shout. Worst thing that happens is we can't help you. But with the amount of expertise and the amount of knowledge that's within Opus, I'm certain there's someone that can. So again, my name's Kayla. I'm the client account consultant here at Opus Management. We look forward to helping you guys out. If there's any topics that you would love to chat about here on Water Cooler Wednesdays, leave them on the social media platform you're watching on, or shoot us a note, shoot us a message on any of those. And again, we'd love for you to follow us, whether that's on YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, or Facebook. We are available on all of those platforms. And I'm excited to keep talking to you guys this year. Don't forget, we're going to circle back in October and talk about where we're at with our goals. I have to double check my calendar, but I'm pretty sure, yep. First week in October, we're going to talk about our goals and check in on those. So, keep working on those. Reassess where you're at. If you've got to realign. If you find yourself stuck, reach out. We're happy to help, guys. And I hope you'll have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday. We will talk to you next Wednesday. Same time, about 11:30.